Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm showing you two duo drop spots and how each person in the duo would loot them. Also, if you want to go for a passive loot path or aggressive loot path, I also show you where to go. And yeah, let's get into the video. So the first person is gonna drop at this little bridge here. And then they're gonna just loot it entirely, and then they're just gonna loot the entire bridge, also the top. Then they run through this bit, farm all the mats, go along this little path here, and then they're gonna get to this bit right here. They're going to rotate to that bit while farming all the mats, so they have good mats. And as soon as they get to this bit, they're going to interact with the NPC that spawns here and loot this entire bit, and then farm some more mats. At this point you'll have cap wood and possibly cap brick. Anyway, then you're gonna just keep on going to this building right here, where you can get some more brick and some more loot. And then you're just gonna rotate down to this pond, and you're just gonna get the rest of the brick to get cap brick. And then you're gonna rotate to the last point, which for that you're gonna go up the mountain. Of course you would already be cat wood and cat brick by this point, so you wouldn't need to farm. And then you would loot this. There's sometimes always also a chest there, yeah, like that, a chest and a loot spawn. And then you're gonna rotate to this house. There's an NPC and 3 chests with a couple of loot spawns. And with NPC you can get a revolver if you want. So you loot this house, and then yeah, that's the first bit. That's for the first duo. For this drop, for the other person in the duo, they're gonna land here, get some fishing spots, and then they're gonna loot this entire house, get some mats on the way. Then they're gonna go to this bit over here and loot the 3 buildings as well as the spire top, also killing the spire guardian who's right here. So they would just loot this house first and then get loot to kill the spire guardian. And they kill the spire guardian, they can take the loot, and then go up to the top bit, up here. They can make their way while looting these bits and getting the mats. And then once they make their way up here, they're gonna use this, okay? And go to this bit where they can farm up brick and probably get cap brick and a bit of wood. And then you're gonna just keep on going, and you're gonna get to this bit, and you're just gonna loot this bit right here entirely. And then you're going to farm up some more mats. At this point you should have cap brick and wood. If you don't, you can farm up a bit more. And then here, this is where you're gonna loot up again, and this is where you're gonna get your primal weapons by breaking these 2 bones. Also there's animals nearby, so that's how you get your primal weapons. And as for mechanical weapons, this is used for rotating into lazy after. So then from that spot you're going to rotate to the lazy house on the edge, so you can go on the mountain, just so then you have high ground if people are down there, and also you can see if people are in lazy. And you're going to go to this house and loot it entirely, and then you can go into lazy. So this person could also loot that bit if you're going lazy, and this person could also loot that bit, and then they can go into lazy. So that's what it's pretty much used for. So that's the first duo loot path. Yeah, let's move on to the second one. So for the second duo loot route, the first person is gonna land at the lighthouse island, break down the lighthouse, loot all of that bit, and then they're gonna loot the house, farm up some mats, then go down over here to that little shack there, and there's a boat, so they're gonna use that boat to go to the shark and then loot the shark. That way they'll have decent loot already. But then that's not really over. As soon as they loot the shark here, then they're gonna go to this island here, loot this entire island. They won't really get much loot, but they would get mats from that, and because they already have good loot, they need mats, which from these two islands you would already get cap mats, and there's quite some loot there, and there's fishing spots as well, so if you want to fish. So you would loot this island, and as soon as you looted this island, you would end here. And then, yeah, that's it for the first person of the first person's loot route. So the second person is going to land here, loot this bit here, and then rotate around while getting all the mats from the rocks. Loot that bit, loot this bit, and then circle back around to this coral house, this shell house. And then they're gonna loot it entirely by also getting the mats. This place would pretty much get you cap mats and a couple of trees. And what you can do is you can extend it by either rotating to that island and then rotating there, or you could just rotate straight here. But if you're gonna rotate to this island, then you would go to that building there. So yeah, it's your choice. Anyway, what I usually do is I don't go there, so I go to this house right here, and you loot this house, go round, you would loot Fort Crumpet, and go to the back side, because the back side has actually got one bunker chest and a pile of Easter eggs. And there's two more piles in this area. There's like one around here, and then there's a, as you can see here, right here, there's a bunker chest which this person can get. And if there's people in Fort Crumpet, you just go around, get this, and go around to the house, and that way you wouldn't have to fight anyone here. So then you keep on going around, go to the house over here, and at this house, Raven spawns. This house right here. So you can interact with her, get an item, but also you can buy a rift if you get enough. And I'm pretty sure there's no vaults, no safes in this area, so you loot this entire house. I'm pretty sure there's no safes in this area, meaning you would have to go into Sweaty to get a safe. But yeah, then actually I think there might be in Shark, and then you're going to just loot this bit, and then you're going to rotate over to another NPC while getting all this wood. By this time you would be wood, cap brick. And then if you keep on going down this path, it's a bit risky, but you don't have to do this. You could just end on the other island back there. You could do all this bit and then end on the island, or you could go to this bit, and right here by this like goal line bit, there's an NPC that spawns, who if you battle, you get a purple scar. If you duel, you get a purple scar, which is actually quite good. Also, you can interact with them. And then you can go into sweaty, but if you don't want to go sweaty, don't ditch this bit and go to that island right there. So yeah, that's the second drop spot, and that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to be making the trio one either tomorrow or the day after, and then I'll have to do something else. So I don't know what I would do, but if you guys have any suggestions on what kind of videos I should do, just tell me. Like tips and tricks, more drop spots, or just helps on the meta, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.